This is this is a story about Alicia. Nighttime has come. She's home alone at her house. As she's getting dressed and getting ready for bed, she puts on a nice white gown, nice fair hair. As she lays in her bed, she closes her eyes and counts 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A noise taps in front of her. She looks around the room, sees nothing. Was it a scrape, a scratch, or something more? She wondered and pondered. Her heart starts pounding, trying to escape its confines of her chest. She looks around again. As the moon shines into the girl's room through a window, but leaves the foot of her bed covered in shadow. She sees nothing, only darkness. Of the dark, nothing to fear, she says. Nothing at all. When the noise comes again, this time, closer, her blood runs cold. It's then she knows she's not alone. From within the blackness at the foot of her bed, the girl hears tapping of little feet. It starts to get closer and closer, and then the moonlight lands on the hellish visitor. Its snowy white eyes stare at her. The girl tries to move, but she can't. She tries to scream, yet no sound comes out. The girl is trapped in her bed, paralyzed with utter terror. She closes her eyes, then something lands on her. She loses all breath for a few minutes. When she comes to, her eyes open. She stares right at the dreadful child. Its sinister eyes glare right back at her. Not at her, but at her very soul. Evil fumes out of the dreadful child. Something even the devil would be terrified of, with jagged horns contorting out of its head. Its desecrated body is perched on her stomach. The girl's head starts to feel light. Unable to move or scream, she shuts her eyes, just hoping it'll go away. When her eyes open, daylight blinds her. Her body is practically hanging off the bed, and her insidious visitor is nowhere in sight. A dream, the girl sighs. Was just a bad dream. All her fear slips away as she looks around the room once more before getting up and heading to the restroom. As she exits the restroom, she hears clicking behind her. In the darkness of her own very restroom, as she slowly turns around in fear, she lets out a very agonizing scream.